Hey guys, so little Aria is finally here. She's asleep right now. I'll show you her after I do this video, my labor and delivery video. I'm just going to be talking about my labor and the delivery part and how everything went. So I'm going to try not to rock because it's distracting. But yeah, I'll just talk about everything that happened. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has congratulated me and all your prayers. It means so much to me. Usually I'm the type of person I respond to every comment and every, anything that anybody says to me. And I'm sorry that I haven't got back to hardly anyone. I've been just so busy and trying to enjoy every moment, and everything will get back into the schedule once I adjust everything. But I'll just go ahead and talk about it. And I just want to say probably everything's going to be scattered because I'm kind of like tired. I've probably gotten like 8 hours of sleep in 3 nights. So, but yep, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Okay, and I also want to apologize if this video is going to be long because a lot happened. I wrote down everything that happened, and I'm going to be looking down a lot also. So sorry about that. You can cover your little face. Huh? Okay. So Sunday morning around 8:30, Ian was getting up because he was going to go look at a car. He's trying to get a new car and sell the car he has now. And he was going to go all the way to Virginia, which is 3 hours away. So he got up, and it kind of woke me up a little bit because every time he usually gets up for work, I get up and use the bathroom. Sometimes I'll eat breakfast or whatever, but yeah, I was having a contraction or cramping when I was laying in bed, and I got up and I kind of felt wet, so I'm like, did I just pee myself? And it was just like a little bit, just a little wetness, and excuse me, it was just a little wetness. So I went to the bathroom, and then it looked like I peed myself. Not, it wasn't a lot, but it did look like I peed myself, and I smelled it, and I wasn't really sure because I didn't know if my water broke or not, and it didn't really smell like anything at all. It just kind of was like water, pretty much. And I didn't know if my water broke because I thought it kind of like gushed. I didn't know it could like leak. So I called the hospital, told them that I think my water broke, but I'm not sure. So they told me to come ahead. And that was at 9:30. We kind of took a while to like decide what we're going to do because Ian and his friend were going to go to Virginia to look at this car. So we were like freaking out and trying to get things ready. And like I said, this is 9:30 on our way to the hospital, and it takes like an hour to get there. So good thing I wasn't having contractions before my water broke. Good thing my water broke before I had my contractions. But they were like 5 minutes apart, and they weren't that bad at all. Like they were just like cramping. And so by the time I got to the hospital, which I don't know what time that was, I can't not remember, but by the time I got to the hospital, which I guess that would be like an hour, so like 10:30 to 11 is when I got to the hospital. No, I think it was more like 10:30, but they had to check to see if my water did break. They had to do some kind of test and find out the result and see if it did break or not. And it did. The results are back, and I even got up to use the bathroom one time, and that's when it like gushed out all over the floor, and it was kind of embarrassing. But they took me to my labor and delivery room around 12 o'clock, and I wasn't having any contractions at all. I was not having any contractions. And we were just kind of chilling out. I had people come in, and everything was fine. Let's see, where am I? So around 1 o'clock, they told me that they were going to start Pitocin at 2. And at that point, I think I was only like 2 centimeters still, I think. So they got me on the Pitocin, which they actually didn't, they gave it to me early. They gave it to me at 1:30, and the contractions actually didn't pick up till like 2. But, so it was kind of a waiting game, and they were definitely painful. The contractions were definitely painful. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it was pretty bad. I wasn't screaming or anything. I was kind of just going breathing in and out, but they were painful. And sorry, I don't want to. What is it? Huh? and the contractions picked up around 2:30 ish. That's when they started to become really painful. And they checked me around 3:10, and I was 3 centimeters dilated. And they went ahead and gave me my epidural. And by this time, they went out into the waiting room and they told everybody that I wasn't going to have her till like 2 or 1 in the morning. So everyone was coming in telling me that they had to leave and that they'll see me later. And because they couldn't wait that long. But let's see. But they went ahead and gave me the epidural, which it was such a relief, but it felt so weird. Like if your hands ever fallen asleep, like really, really fallen asleep, and you touch it and you can't feel any of the nerves or anything in your hand, that's how my legs were, and they were really, really hot too, which was weird. But they gave me the epidural. So at that point, I was hooked up with IV, Pitocin, and then the epidural in my back. And but this was around 4 o'clock. So this is at 4 o'clock. They gave my epidural. And then I started having the contractions. I wasn't really feeling them, but I was having the contractions. I could see on the screen. And every time I had a contraction, her heart rate would go down. So they were thinking the cord was wrapped around her neck. And they went ahead and, I don't remember what it was called, but they had to put a tube in me and with a fluid. I don't know what kind of fluid it was, to put more liquid in there to see if it'll loosen up around her neck, so that every time when I did have a contraction, it didn't squeeze, because her heart rate went down almost every single contraction. So they put that stuff in to loosen me. So at that point, I had a catheter hooked up to me, I had my epidural hooked up to me, I had my IV, my Pitocin, and then I had this thing. And then they had to put a heart rate thing monitor up me too, to right next to her head, because they couldn't get a good heartbeat from the bands or whatever. So they were gone, but my contractions were gone at that point. But the pain that I had in my butt, it was okay. I thought the contractions were unbearable, but those were like hell. I'm not even kidding. The pressure and the pain was horrible. It was so bad, and that was unbearable. That's when I was like, oh my, I was cussing and everything. I was in so much pain. To the girls out there that do natural births, I seriously give props to you, because I would not be able to do it. Hold on a second, someone, I think it's here. But like I said, the girls that do natural births, I give serious props to you, because I would never ever be able to do it. I was in so much pain, so they had to give me more medicine for that, because that was literally unbearable. And let's see, but I got medicine for that at 6:45. They also checked me, and I was 6 centimeters dilated at 6:45. And that drug made me so loopy. I felt like I was on drugs and stoned out of my head. Literally, I was in my bed I was so messed up from that drug, but it worked, which is good. But anyways, her heart rate went down to the lowest at this point. It went down to 59 at one point. It was really, really low. So the doctors were really, really concerned. So they came in around 6:55, so 10 to 15 minutes later, and I was already at 10. So I think they were coming in actually to suggest a C-section. I would think I was so close to almost having a C-section. Thank God I was already at 10. But what was I saying? But I was so messed up from that drug, and all of a sudden the doctor comes in, the nurses come in, the doctor's like, we're about to have a baby. And I was like, what is going on? I was so literally, I was laying in the bed. I probably looked so stoned out of my head, and all these nurses just rush in at it's like a SWAT team. One grabs my legs, the other one grabs my legs, and all of a sudden they're telling me to push. And I was seriously, I was so out of it. I did not know what's going on, but I got her out in 3 to 4 pushes. So 3 to 4 contractions, I got her out. And let's see. Oh, and I really, 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 really wanted to record my labor and delivery, but like I said, everything literally happened in a matter of minutes. I did not get my camera set up or my laptop set up because I wanted to get my laptop set up. There was no time out of that at all, and they wanted to hurry and get her out because the cord was wrapped around her neck and her heartbeat was dropping. So yeah, everything went by really quick. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I really wanted to get that done, but there was no way. They had to use a vacuum to hurry and get her out too. So I had the help of a vacuum and my pushes to get her out because they wanted to get her out as soon as possible because of her heart rate. And they did have to give me a episiotomy. I know I really did not want one, but I know that's the best way or the best thing that could have happened to get her out. At this point, I don't even care because as long as she came out healthy and everything, that's all that matters. So I do have stitches. He said that the incision was only like that big, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, and then she was born at 7-11 on March 11th, and she weighed 7 pounds and 4 ounces, and she was 20 inches long. And like I said, the cord was wrapped around her neck. They had to hurry and wrap it, and yeah, Ian cut the cord. He stitched me up, which actually didn't even feel at all. I didn't even know they gave me a cut. Thank God for the epidural. But I seriously thank God for whoever came up with like the epidural because it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt even if you do get an epidural. Either way, it's gonna hurt. Like when I pushed her out, I remember saying they put like the mask over me for air, and I remember saying, "Oh my God, it hurts! It hurts! It hurts!" And they're just screaming at me to push. But anyways, they didn't even have time to turn off the TV or anything because I was watching Hoarders, and that was what was on when I was giving birth. Like I said, everything happened so fast. But that's pretty much what happened, and I'm just glad she's here and she's healthy, and I love her so much. She is perfect. She has so much hair. But like I said, sorry that I haven't responded. I've just been so busy and trying to get in the hang of things. I am going to do a week update for her soon and a postpartum update for me as well to let you guys know what's going on. What? Let's do this. But anyways, everything's going on really good right now. I did try to breastfeed, and I'm unable to breastfeed. My nipple actually is inverted. I did have to use a nipple shield, and she did not latch onto that at all. So I am having to bottle feed her, which is totally fine as long as she's getting her nourishment and that she's healthy. It kind of upsets me, but Ian was really upset by that, or that she wasn't, because I tried so hard. I really tried so hard to breastfeed her, and she was just not eating, and Ian was like really concerned that she wasn't eating, and he got really emotional about that, and we were really emotional about that, so we were like, the best decision right now is to feed her and just get food in her and bottle feed her. Ian, oh my gosh. Honestly, I do not know where I would be without Ian. He has helped me so much. He actually went to work. He got off for 3 days, but every time I needed anything, he helped me. He was right there next to me. If I needed anything, like anything small, I don't even know. He helped me with breastfeeding as best as he could, helped me get situated and everything. He was so patient, and it just didn't work, but seriously, I don't know. I could never do this by myself. Honestly, I'm so thankful for Ian. I love him so much. But we were so happy, and he loves her to death. Like the first night, every time he held her, he cried. He was so emotional. He's like, I just don't ever want anything to happen to her. And he's like, I love her so much. It was so sweet. He's a great dad. He's oh, really? Is that so? Yeah. So I just want to update you guys and let you guys know what happened, and I appreciate, like I said, everybody's congratulations, every single one of you guys. I love you guys all, seriously. You guys mean so much to me. I'm so glad I have so much support. I've been just so busy lately, family coming, tried so hard to breastfeed, and it just did not work. So But everything is going good right now. Everything is great, and she's been eating really good and sleeping. She wasn't sleeping at all before because she was so hungry and crying all the time, and but she's good now. She's perfect now. Yeah, aren't you? She has so much hair. You guys can see all the hair that she has. I hope she doesn't lose it. She has Ian's skin color. She's so tan and olive skin like him. She's so precious. I'll show you guys her in a minute. But I think that's about it, about what happened. So sweet. I love her. But I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. I just want to let you guys know everything that has happened, and like I said, I really did want to record it, but it just happened. Everything's so fast. Literally at 6:50 I was 6 centimeters, and then, or I don't know, I went from 6 to 10 in like 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so everything went by super fast. She has her first doctor's appointment tomorrow, so see how that goes. Like I said, I will do a week update and a postpartum update. I'll show you guys what my belly looks like so far right now. Let's see, and I'll show you guys her. All right. So okay, so here I'll show you guys her so you guys can see what she looks like. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. Let's see if I can get a view of her. It's kind of hard. But there she is. She's been sleeping a lot. She just got fed like an hour ago. So, yep. I love her so much. What? What? Look at this hair. Look at all that hair. But, oh. What's wrong? What's wrong? There she is. She's so precious. So precious. Alright, I'll show you guys what my stomach does look like so far so you guys can get a feel of it or whatever. Some girls out there that you guys are still pregnant, you know what to expect. Let's see, how can I do this? Let me put her down really quick. Okay. Let me go put her in her bassinet really quick, and I will be right back, okay? Since you guys didn't get to see my 39-week belly, you guys can see my 3 days after, or postpartum belly. So this is just with the shirt on. I bet you guys are not used to me like this. It's so bright. See if it's better. It's better. There it is. 3 days after birth. That's pretty much it, and I will talk to you guys later. Like I said, thank you for everything and all the nice comments. Alright, bye.